So what song are you playing today?
Well, this is a song, I mean, for anybody who plays guitar, right? It's okay. You don't have to be any good.
Okay.
You know?
That's any time I pick up a guitar. So.
But it's that thing you do when you're sitting on your porch with just your best friend, the guitar, and you want to write like a love song to the guitar.
Okay.
You were there when I was falling. You were there when I fell in love. You were there when I was thinking through all them things I was thinking of. You were always right beside me, never out of sight. You turned my never-evers into maybe I just might. Your pearly gates fly open when I bow my head and pray. And my thunder turns to lightning, you rain sunshine on my day. When that melody's in me, I can hear your choir sing. When my fingers find your strings.
What is happening?
Oh, I tell you what's happening. It's happening right here on the other side of everything else. Welcome to the other side, where anything is possible. Jeff Daniels, great actor, evidently a pretty fine guitarist in his own right. So there we go. Little Jeff Daniels there. He's on the Kelly Clarkson show. I don't know how old that was, but yeah, a lot of people don't know a lot of these actors because usually actors, they want to be musicians. Musicians want to be actors, you know, and that kind of goes in with what I'm doing. I really didn't mean to do that until I just now realized that it did. But I'll get to that in a second. First of all, I want to say, hey, a good morning, good evening, and a good afternoon. I say a good morning. I say a cock-a-doodle-doo, baby. And for all my dyslexic friends, I say a doodle-doo cock. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I say good day. I said good day. Anyway, that's enough of that. We're going to jump right into what I'm talking about with the Jeff Daniels and the actors. And like I said, a good musician on his own right. Kevin Bacon, you know, he's got the Bacon brothers. You know, there's all little things about Kiefer Sutherland. He's got him a little band out there, and of course, Johnny Depp. He he plays with Hollywood vampires now. Alice Cooper and Joe Perry and a collection of them, and Johnny Depp. He started out the same way. He got with a band called Rock City Angels before he got the role on 21 Jump Street, and then his acting career took off, and he moved on along. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump in Rock City Angels. The way I ran across this is it was on social media. Inspiration's out there everywhere. It's just all around, and my mind's always working. I'm looking for inspiration, and we got the show Point of Return. I'm always looking at things I can use for it. Small Town Confession, looking for things I can use for that. And of course the other side of everything else, where it all began right here, because everything always happens on the other side, and that's where everything else is. And and there's a lot of members that was in Rock City Angels, and the singer, he's passed away, I think 2013 or something like that. But it was one of those things where they were signed to Geffen Records the same time Guns N' Roses was. Well, Geffen put all their power behind Guns N' Roses, so Rock City Angels didn't really, from what I was reading, at least they didn't feel like they got the push that the other artists were getting at the time with them, like Guns N' Roses. And it's hard to say. Guns N' Roses established and all that, and so of course that's what I'm used to, and I'd still say Guns N' Roses spirit, but a lot of it could be just the production, because Rock City Angels didn't really quite have the production, that got put behind Guns N' Roses, and it's neither there nor here. It's one of those things that I wish that the record companies could. Just like the grunge. People say grunge came in and killed the '80s rock, the hair metal as they call it now, and that's not the case. The record companies are a big part of that fault, because they were hiring everybody that had a blonde singer and a flashy guitarist and could write a ballad. And So then you couldn't tell from what one artist was doing to the next. They all sounded the same after a while. So I always say we ate ourselves up from within, and we imploded. But if the record company would have did it different, they had enough room. They could have took the Nirvanas and the Pearl Jams and all that, and they could have pushed them. They could have still put their money behind their established bands or some up and comings that should have, like, put them behind, like Badlands could have been like a huge band. Tora Tora, it's one of those woulda, coulda, shoulda things, and that's what we're doing right now. So I'm going to jump in. I'm just going to give you 3 songs by Rock City Angels, and so of course they got that same story as 100,000s of different bands have, where if they just got that right break or if they came out the right time or whatever. But anyway, I'll give these, and so you can get your own opinion about it. And so here's a little Rock City Angels on what could have been, what might have been Rock City Angels. Oh yeah, you gotta swear. Swear to me that you love me. Swear it now. Oh, okay. Sorry, lost myself. Oh yeah, we're in a little Monsters of Rock cruise sure right now. That's getting ready to come up in another week or two. Of course, I'm not going on it this year, but bon voyage to everybody that is, and have a good rocking time. I know you will. You can't help it, but you'd always do. I mean, people complain at the beginning like, oh, I don't know about this one. And then they get in there, and at the end of the cruise, they're all giving like a high praise to it normally. Very rarely do you hear anything bad about it, and that's one of the best cruises out there. So there's little Rock City Angels right there. What could have been, what might have been, you just never know. If they'd just got that little push from Guffin Records, but they wasn't getting the push, and then of course, so that debut album didn't really do much, and then of course they moved on to a smaller label, I believe it was, and then they ended up disbanding around '93, just like most of the bands did around that time. Reunited, I think they put out the Lost Records, the middle one I was playing there. Always look, everything looks up, because I've been on down so long, everything looks up to me. I love that line. And so they got their history, and then of course I think the singer, I think he's passed away, so I don't know if they're still doing anything now, if they got another singer. I really don't know what they're doing. But check into them. Do a little deep dive and check into them. I've been listening here and there. I'm getting to where it's getting warming up. I can listen to a little bit more stuff. I see where a few albums are coming out that I might check out this week and get you some new stuff next week. So we're looking on that. Until then, though, I know there's one question that's been on my mind. I've been thinking about it all winter. I was thinking, what if Ronnie James Dio, and Michael Jackson, what if they could have got together and done their own thing, maybe their own little super group? And I know you're thinking the same thing too. And so you got a little Dio Jackson right here, and you got a little Dio Jackson we call Holy Thriller.
walking in the door. Under the moonlight, I see a sight that almost stops your heart. Scream, but time takes the sound before you make it. You start to freeze as someone looks you right between the eyes. You're paralyzed, 'cause this is still night, and no one's gonna save you from the beast about to strike. You know it's still night. You're fighting for your life inside of life's a never-ending
Oh yeah, just a little quick thriller right there. Holy thriller. Oh, so we'll be at the end of the other side, and we're looking on the other side because that's where everything else is, always on the other side. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the nightmare. And until the next time, we shall see you on the other side.